living one integrated life,
Tremendous value.
Uplifting.
Thriving.
a peer group,
very wise individuals,
Transparent.
Strength.
Think more clearly.
mentoring,
Lifelong learning.
they become good friends. I was one of the original members, and it's really proven to be way beyond what I thought. The overlap with the business and the ministry, and then it sort of kind of goes into family as well. You know, the folks that we meet with on a monthly basis are, you know, they become good friends. So as I look back in that rearview mirror, it's been a home run for me because there's accountability built in, so it's not only with your business that you're involved with, but it again goes over to the family. I have 5 children, so you know, I can talk about them in confidence, or talk about my relationship with my wife, and we can you know, hold each other accountable as we go through that.
Each month we'll have a business segment. Think of a MBA case study, if you would. People and management and hiring and attracting the right people, and as Jim Collins likes to say, having the right people on the right bus and in the right seats, you know, doing the right things. We have another segment that focuses on the ministry in God's business. And there, what we're trying to do is help our employees, help our vendors, our clients, our community see that the business is intentional in honoring God. And that's not just about, you know, giving out tracts or having Bible studies or anything. That's about modeling that type of behavior.
the peers in C12 is we all come to something with our own view, and we can sometimes bake into what we want to hear, and then the same set of evidence will be presented, and then somebody else in your group will say, well, here's what I see, or let's break this down and say, is every one of those points that you're talking about scriptural? I hadn't thought of that, or I should have thought of that. So that kind of reinforcement, encouragement, and the opportunity to provide that to others is invaluable.
So how do we provide service that makes people say, wow? How do we go the extra mile so that people see that we're not just about the almighty dollar and stopping where most organizations would, right? And what are we doing as leaders, given the platform that we have as leaders, to emulate the model that Christ gave us?
For me, it's been of a tremendous value to just have that day a month to pull back out of the forest of my world and get out of the trees and be able to step back and really look at the forest and think more clearly about key principles that help us actually do better once, I come back the next day and start to re-engage.
I meet with each member on a monthly basis for a one-on-one where they set the agenda. I'm their advisor, I'm their counselor, I'm their consultant, I'm their friend, I'm the brother, and we cover the entire gamut. It goes from our walk to family, to business leadership, business operations, strategy of the business, using the business as a platform for ministry, and everything in between.
C12 not only has the CEO group, but they also have a key players group. And I've been a part of that now for the last 2 years. And every month, as the group works through the printed materials from C12, we, the key players, are going through the same material that the CEOs are. So month by month, we're having the opportunity to step back, look at our organization in light of that material, and see things that, hey, that's going great, or boy, there's something, we'd really like to take a look at maybe trying to make better. And some things, you know what, we need to address that right now. And so that's been very, very helpful. The whole C12 structure of CEO group, key players group, and then coming back together and saying, how can we take those principles and apply them to our organization?
So the second part of the day is each month one member will present a deep dive of their business. And this covers everything from financials to mission, vision, values, to an assessment of what their leadership is doing in terms of adding economic value to the organization, how they're bringing their subordinates, their team along in terms of developing them and them developing their subordinates, and what spiritual value they're adding to the organization. And then they get to ask 3 questions of the group that they want their advice and counsel on, and that's where the real rubber hits the road. Great dialogue around that, and you've got this wealth of 10, 12, 14 members around the table and all of their years of experience in the various businesses to bring to bear on your topics, you know, and that's the real beauty of it.
I really wish for every business that they would have the opportunity that I've been blessed with to have an organization like C12 with believing brothers and sisters now who all want to run their businesses as Christ wants us to. And that support, that advice, that strength is just uplifting.
They're working together to sharpen each other's skill set, lifelong learning, to keep on growing, to keep on learning and applying what it is they're learning. They're working together to hold each other accountable to what they say they're going to do, to live more balanced lives. Our first priorities are to our families, to our wives, to our children, and how it is that they're walking their walk, and they're working together to really be good stewards for that one day, well done, good and faithful servant.